Welcome class back to chapter 5. This video will cover the use of pseudo classes. So let's look at the definition of what a pseudo class is. It can be used with a selector, so a tag, to specify the state of an element. So for example, you could specify a style to apply when a mouse hovers over an element. So what we're going to use it for in our website is with regards to, let me pull this up, the line that is above home here. Okay, so we want the dividing lines to be between these elements here, but not necessarily up on here on the top. So we're going to go for the goal of ours to look like this when it's completed. So let me go ahead and shrink this in so it kind of looks like that, and then we'll go back to the home page. So similar to what you see there in the textbook. So that is our goal for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to first look at what can we do with them. So these are the pseudo classes. So they all start in a colon. Okay, and so it's first dash child, last child, nth child, root, first of type, and last of type. So first child applies to the first list item element, and that's the one we're actually going to be using because we want to remove, we want to remove that border that's on the top for our first list item, which happens to be our home navigation element. Last child would be the last child, and then nth child would allow us to put a number in there in the parentheses. So in the example there they have 3, and that applies to the third list item element. Root applies to the document's root element. First of type, and these can work with the definition list, the definition term there. So for every first description, and then this one is for every last description term element. So we're going to apply the code. We're going to add this code nav li first child, and what we want to do is we want to remove that border top that we applied here prior in our navigation or our menu navigation video. So let's come over here, and after nav li we'll put in nav li, whoa, gotta get my keys working with me, nav li first child, and then we're going to say border top, okay, and we're going to say none. Okay, pretty straightforward and simple there. So again, removing it. So I've saved it. I'm going to come back over here and then go ahead and refresh, and now we can see that that has been removed, which makes it more aesthetically pleasing because we don't have a horizontal line between our sticky header and our navigation element. So if you have any questions, actually I think there's one more thing here that we need to do. I'm on page 249 as I just kind of glanced over. It says to remove the text align decoration from the style rule for nav lia. So let's go ahead and do that. So we are removing text align. Okay. It says it's because we've already created a style rule for the nav lia selector, so that's why we're removing this particular value. So if you have questions on this section, please let me know.